In this video, we're going to go over a feature called Property Manager Invoices Property Owner. This is a feature that's designed to auto-calculate how much your monthly billing towards a property owner is going to be, and it's going to base that on the rent roll of the previous month as well as any expenses that you've entered into the application. So I'll demonstrate how that works here. So right now I've got a really simple setup. I've got one property, one tenant, one rental agreement, and the property is owned by this guy, John Walker. So this is a feature that you have to turn on. It doesn't come enabled by default. So we'll go Settings, Features, Invoice Property Owners, and then we'll configure it. We're going to set a default billing percentage of 10%, and then you can also add a flat fee on if you want, $50, and then we'll choose to create these invoices automatically. Click Save. On the first of each month, what the system is going to do is look back into the previous month to see how much rent was collected, as well as any expenses that were entered into the platform, and then it'll auto-generate an invoice, which you can then edit from there. So I'm going to run that invoicing process. I'm going to pretend that it's the first of the month, and we'll see that process run. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I will just show you also that I've added one expense in here. So I created an expense for June 10th for the property of 1 Main Street, and I just said, yeah, we bought a window for $100 plus $5 GST. So there's one expense in there, and then the rent payments is $1,000. So you'll see how that looks in just a moment here. Okay, and we're back. The invoicing process has run for the month, and let me show you what we've got here. First of all, as the landlord, you'll receive an email notifying you that the invoicing process has been run. So I'm just going to switch over to the landlord's email here, and you'll get this email. Invoices to property owners are ready for review. And hello, Alan Redman, July 2024 invoices for your property owners have been automatically generated, and you can click this button to view invoices. Let me just show you where in the application that is though. So here's our dashboard. If we go Settings, Billing, Owner Invoices, we can see them here. You're going to have one invoice for each property owner that you have, and all of these totals have been auto-calculated. And I'll show you how we got to that in a second. We've got an invoice date and a published flag. Invoices that aren't published won't be viewable by the property owner. And in our next release, we'll just make it so that you can have it so that they aren't sent to the property owner at all, right? So that you're just using this for your own purposes of auto calculating things. But you will have the option to send them to the owner if you'd like. So anyway, we're just going to go ahead and click Action, Edit, and we can see that this is for John Walker. Here's the date. Here's all our totals. Now below are the line items. We're going to have one line item for each property unit that you manage for John, right? So if you manage 10 units for John, you'd have 10 line items. Plus, you'll also have a line item for each expense that's in the system for the previous month for any properties that John happens to own. So as you can see, we've got an auto-generated total of 150 plus 750 GST and PST. You can edit these. So let's say, okay, we don't want to charge them 150. We want to charge them just a flat fee of 100 and then $5 GST and then no PST. It chooses PST based on your province. I'm in Manitoba, so we have PST. If you're in Alberta, obviously there's no PST. So we'll go here and save. Now we've got that subtotal, these update up here. And that's really it. It uses the whole, or sorry, what was I going to say? It uses the rent payment of the previous month to figure out how much, the default billing percentage is. And then we're also adding in that flat fee. So if you remember what I said was we have a monthly rent of $1,000. So that's $100 for billing percentage, and then you've got a flat fee of 50 is what we put in our configuration. So that's why it came up with 150. So there was that, and then it added in the expense of the window. So you can delete that if you want, so that we only have the 105, and let's just say that's it. Now, if you are going to use the publish feature, we can go Action, Publish, publish invoice, and this will publish it. This makes it so you can't really edit it anymore, so we're all done. And what it does is that's going to send an email over to the owner, and then they've got a new invoice, and they can click to view the invoice. I'm just going to log in as the owner so that they can, so you can see what that looks like. What is it? It's owner 01 at proton.me. Okay, so we're in as the property owner. We're just going to go settings, billing, my invoices, and we can see this is from Alan Redman as a property manager, and it's a subtotal of $105 tax, and it's published. And we can click this eyeball, see all the details of it, and then we can also print, print that to PDF or actually print a hard copy or whatever. So there you have it. Basically, this feature will auto-calculate everything that a property owner owes you at the end of the month for your management fees and any expenses that you've incurred along the way. And then if you want, you can publish them and send them directly to the owner. But of course, you don't have to publish them. So if you're not looking to actually send this to the owner and you just want it for your own purposes of calculating things, just don't go ahead and publish. And that's really about it. If you have any questions or thoughts on this feature, please reach out at support@streamlinels.com. Thank you.